months ago, I did a video on an issue of Batman the Night. I think it was issue number 5, where it was heavily implied Batman was kind of starting to have a little bisexual interest in um, this fella named Anton, who they say maybe Ghostmaker, something like that down the road. Now, I made the video and I said quite clearly then, this is what it's implying. This is something to be worried about. This is the way DC is planning to do things. You need to be concerned. Some people came out and say it's just an issue, and he was just trying to see if he could actually steal some information from somebody. I said, well, yes, that is what was happening in the issue. Yes, I'm not saying no. What I'm saying is the underlying message that is being sent there is what needs to be worried about. DC Comics, as of late, continues to have this push to turn everything, every character that they have, every comic that they make into some kind of gigantic alphabet community fest. Every week, some character's sexuality is swapped. Suddenly, something is going on here, and it's the only news you ever hear from DC Comics. Never anything interesting or good when it comes to anything at all. Well, in issue number 8 of Batman the Night, we get some confirmation as to what is happening here. Now, let me go through this. I want you to take a look at what I'm saying here. Batman is talking to some fella who is gone to get some training for something, and this is what it says. This is what Batman is. This is how it goes on, right? I'm not interested in losing my humanity. I just can't afford distractions. I can't afford, this man says, you can't afford to let him stop you. The one who walks the same path as you, but freed of your moral constraints. Bruce Wayne goes, how did you know about? I gather knowledge. It's what I do. I know all about the little ghost that broke your heart. Referring to Ghostmaker. You understand me? This is a blatant attempt at trying to introduce Batman into this lifestyle. They want to push this. They're going to try and push it as bisexual. But we all know it's gay. What they're trying to push it as. This is what it is. I mean, look at what it says here. How did you know about? I gather knowledge. It's what I do. I know all about the little ghost that broke your heart. And we're going to say, that's the trouble with hearts, with compassion and feeling. A heart can build you up so high and drag you deep into the earth if you let it. This entire Batman the Night run has been leading to this whole thing involving Batman and Ghostmaker. They set it up in the last issue. I stated quite clearly, this is implying something that DC is heavy on doing, and this is the confirmation we are getting here. But I know what you're going to say. Oh, it's just one issue. Why are you making such a fuss over it? It's not like there's anything, too thing with it, and it's not going it's just that this isn't even the main Batman title. Why are you making this thing? It's just a side story. Okay, you may think that, but the problem is the writer for this, Chip Zdarsky, he is the writer who DC has now put on their main Batman books, and he's going to be there for a long time. Apparently, he's the writer who's going to be there, and he is using this Batman the Night as basically kind of an origin story tale of Bruce Wayne becoming Batman. And when he introduces into it this whole aspect of this whole bisexual thing, this whole gay life, that thing, you really think he's not going to incorporate that into the main story of Batman? That's what they do. This is another attempt at DC to just alienate what little fans they have left, because they literally barely have any left at all. It will not stop with them. This is not going to be the last they're going to hear, not going to be the last thing they're going to do. Look at all the characters DC have gone and muddled the water with in order to continuously pushing the alphabet community nonsense. You have John Kent, the worst character they've ever created. They're literally trying to push John Kent as as the main Superman. He will never be the main Superman. He will never be Superman. But what's the one thing that they push heavily about John Kent? Just how much he's enjoying the gay lifestyle with the pinky-haired weirdo boyfriend. The first major thing you ever heard about John Kent was him kissing the boyfriend. That what they push. And if every issue of that comic just gets worse and worse. You took Tim Drake, who was the Robin. Most people liked that. And people who will come. I mean, the thing about it is that most people don't know who the different Robins are. Some people have an idea of it. Some people don't. But not everybody knows all the different Robins. But Tim Drake was a popular Robin. You understand me? And one of the things that made him really popular was his relationship with Stephanie Brown, aka Spoiler. A lot of people liked that. It was very popular. People enjoyed it. You had no idea what to do with Tim Drake as Robin. So you decided, hey, you know what? Let's go with the tried and true lazy approach and just make him gay. That's it. You could call it bisexual, but we decided to make him gay. And fans lost their mind and they got damn pissed. And the ones on Twitter who you apparently only listen to, who tell you things like, oh, they like what happened with it and how they went and they made Tim Drake and the other thing, and they find out what's good. They never pick up a comic in their life. They read nothing. But your actual fans, you're alienating. They go into every aspect that they could find. They do it. Look at the Green Lantern Corps. They made Alan Scott gay out of nowhere. They retconned that. Jojo Mullins, they brought in, she's gay. You understand me? Look at when it comes to Wonder Woman and Themyscira Paradise Island. Everybody on that island is gay. Everybody. Entire island full of lesbians. That's it. This is not new, groundbreaking work. This is just damn lazy stupidness. That's the only way to put it. Absolute stupidity. You cannot take all these characters and just decide to say, well, okay, we're just going to run them into the ground and act like everybody's supposed to love it. DC has had characters in the past who have been members of the LGBT community. One of the most well-known was Batwoman. Batwoman was gay. Nobody used to run along and make it like you had to shove it down people's throat. That was one aspect of her. She did other things. But no, this is all you focus on now. Continually destroying everything that you should be putting in place to make good. Because why? You just don't give a shit. You just don't give a shit. This is not the DC Comics I grew up knowing. I don't get it at all. Every issue they put out is something basically telling you to go screw yourself because they will do whatever they want. Look at what they did in Dark Crisis. No, not Dark Crisis, I waste of time. Look at what they did in Young Justice, Dark Crisis. They basically told you that if you ever liked Young Justice before, you're a racist, sexist, homophobe. That's what you did. The entire book was just them telling you everything that they believe is wrong with you for ever liking it. And now they're going after Batman. I am not surprised by this. I am not surprised by this at all. They will not stop. If you think this is going to be the last thing I'm going to do this, trust me, they're going to find other ways to start incorporating this into other things, because Chip Zdarsky is going to be the main Batman writer. You're already setting it up here. You will see more of these things coming up in Batman comics, and since Batman is the only book that sells for DC, that's it for them. That's it for them. They're done. They're finished. They finally pulled that trigger. I heard Wes from Thinking Critical say that he has gotten gay fatigue with all these different gay soaps and all this other thing that DC keeps doing. I will agree with that, and what I will add to that, I have gotten fed up of this shit. That's what it is. Fed up of it. Not every character is gay. Not every character. But you want to make it seem like that, so somehow you could keep thinking that you're so progressive and so amazing and so this and so that. You're not. You are not. What you are doing is embarrassing your entire business by doing this. What little fans you have left, gone. Gone. Nobody wants to see this. You have Batman who's been straight for years, had relationships with Selena Kyle, with Talia al Ghul, and a host of other women. You understand me? Host of other women, all of these things, never any inclination of it. No, let's go in there now and decide to just retcon the hell out of it and start with Batman the Night. We sprinkling a little bit of the gayness before, we confirm it now. No, the only thing left to do is just to push it hard down everybody else's throat. This is ridiculous. Every character you have to be going after, sir. John Kent, waste that time. Tim Drake, nobody came in with that because you could have done so much with Tim Drake. So much you could have done. And you didn't care to do anything with it. Why he's even still Robin, I don't know. You could have had him more or something else. But no. When you're lazy and creatively bankrupt, this is the best thing to do. And the only thing left to do now is drag Batman into this lifestyle too. So then we have a whole menage a trois of all the gayness we could handle. Think they go and stop there? No. Be careful if we don't find some kind of three-way between Batman, Superman, and Lois too, or some kind of madness. They won't stop. This is not the DC Comics I grew up knowing. This is not the DC Comics I know. And I am sick and tired of this nonsense. That's the only way to put it. Absolute and utter nonsense. Let me know in the comments what you think. If you like the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell. Be notified every time I put out a new video. And I shall see you all next time. Take care.